go first.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Drew Ross. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist and therapeutic care manager. And I founded Creative Counseling for Elders and Families about 10 years ago and started doing traditional geriatric care management. And I think some of you, most of you know what that is. And what I realized in doing that work is that, me being me, I can't take off my therapist hat. So I'm always looking at things from a therapeutic place. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the work that we do about therapeutic care management and explain that a little bit. And talk a little bit about the differences between traditional care management and therapeutic care management, and then Kira's going to tell a story. So traditional care management looks at systems of support and care, looks at insight and provides guidance, looks at safety, transition, health, and wellness. And is looking at the primary patient. But as we all know in doing this work, when a senior is going through aging, is going through dementia, is going through anything related to the process of aging, it affects everyone in the system. So what we do as therapeutic care managers is really look at family dynamics. We take a holistic approach. We look at patterns of behaviors. We look at how those behaviors affect everyone in the system, because no one can make us feel like a 4-year-old, like our mother, even when we're 45, 65. And then we look at the environmental and psychological factors. And all of this, I go back to one of my grad school professors who said, do anything and everything to meet the client's needs. And that's where the creativity comes in, and really thinking on our feet, because we jump into the deep end of the pool with our families and do what we can to set up a system of support and care for everyone. And to talk about that creative side, Kira's going to tell a story about a client that we work with.
Thank you. This is Dottie. She was about 88 years old when we came to work with her. She had advanced dementia, pretty profound expressive dementia, expressive aphasia, but was extremely agile. And the reason that's important will be, in a follow-up slide. When I met her, she had a feral cat named Billy, and she had adopted 2 cats. One had run away, the other she had managed to keep captive in her home for a long time, and she loved to pick it up, hold on to it, and it bit her and it scratched her, and she had numerous doctor visits, numerous bouts of antibiotics. And when we came aboard, the nephew, who was the administrator of the estate, said, "Get rid of that cat. That cat is the bane of my existence. He tears her up and she won't let it go outside, etc." So I thought, well, how can we be creative and deal with this cat? Now, this cat doesn't look mean, does he? That's Billy. He looks pretty sweet. But I talked with the caregivers, and they said, indeed, it bit them occasionally and scratched them. And they said, but Dottie loves this cat. It is her baby. She never had any children. And I thought, well, how can I figure out how to meet this whole system's needs? So what we decided to do is gather the caregivers together, which we did on a regular basis, to brainstorm. And we decided that we would go to the shelter and adopt an elderly cat, one that loved to get held and petted and could be contained. Our goal was to have her begin to fall in love with this new cat and allow us to remove Billy. And we weren't sure how that was going to go, but that was the care plan. Well, sure enough, she went to the cat shelter with a caregiver and adopted Coco Chanel, a nice elderly cat that loved being held and being on her lap. She transferred all her love and devotion to the new cat, and I have her here on the floor, making sure that her new cat is comfortable. She has in her carpeted bathroom a litter box, food, water, and this is nighttime. She is 88 years old. She is down on the floor of her carpeted bathroom. She has closed the door to make sure that it gets comfy. And there they are, happy together. She then got rebit by Billy and told the caregiver it's okay for us to remove him. She actually said, Billy needs to go. I raced over there with a cat carrier, loaded Billy up, checked with her that it was okay for Billy to go, and she said, yes, he's been mean to me. I said, okay. Called up a friend who has a 26-acre ranch and said, Kathy, can we bring this cat? She said, of course, no problem. I took pictures of Billy, sent them to the caregiver to show my client that Billy was in a good place, and Coco Chanel died. Coco Chanel was on my client's bed when she passed away this December. And Billy is happy running around with a bunch of feral cats on a 26-acre ranch. That's creative counseling. Thank you.